fell asleep halfway through. I guess it's more fun to be in a real fight than watch a fake one.
This was your son's moment to shine!
Number 10, offering up Bulma to old Kai.
How about we get you a date with a real live Earth woman?
Is she a good kisser?
Yeah, of course.
Despite his frail figure, the old Kai certainly had plenty of powerful wisdom to impart to both Goku and Gohan. Too bad he's so stubborn about it. In order to ensure that Gohan gained the strength he needed for the upcoming fight against Majin Buu, Goku decided to make a deal with the old geezer by promising he could kiss Bulma once the battle was won.
Hey, what about Bulma? She'd do it. Do you think she's a good kisser?
What? Why are you asking me? I don't want any part of this.
Needless to say, Vegeta was none too happy about this. If that wasn't enough, the only reason Goku didn't offer up Chi-Chi was because he said she wasn't pretty enough. Wow, low blows all around.
Don't you have any sense at all? Let him kiss your woman!
But she's not near as pretty as Bulma is, see?
Number 9, creating Broly by crying too much. You would have thought throughout the history of the Saiyan race, somebody would have checked to see if prolonged exposure to crying could create an ungodly warrior of myth.
They were born on the same day.
Apparently they didn't, and as a result of Goku's endless wailing, he ended up inadvertently turning an innocent child into the legendary Super Saiyan, leading to a lot of people's shit to get wrecked.
Look, he's making Paragus' son cry.
In hindsight, maybe we should thank Goku for helping to create one of the most entertaining villains in the whole franchise.
Kakarot!
Number 8, never kissed his wife. We all know that every relationship is different and that deep down Goku and Chi-Chi do love each other. But really, man, not even a peck? Given how he had no idea what a kiss was when he saw Trunks lock lips with Mai, we're led to believe that in spite of having 2 kids with his wife, he's never actually gone out of his way to kiss her.
Kakarot, you've never kissed someone?
Huh? No, of course not. Why?
You're married and have children.
Yeah, duh, but what's that have to do with kissing?
You... Oh, no way.
No, tell me, is that like something people do?
The same, unfortunately, does not apply to all the times that he's accidentally hit her.
Oh, relax, Chi-Chi.
Number 7, letting Frieza reach 100%.
I sense his desperation. He's scared that I'm going to attack before he finishes.
By far, Goku's most fatal flaw is his inability to let a fight become one-sided, even when it puts others in danger. A prime example was during his final battle against Frieza, who by this point had slaughtered millions and even killed the likes of Vegeta and Krillin. You would have thought that after finally finding the strength to finish off this murderous creature, Goku would have pummeled him into red meat the first chance he got. But no, he waited for Frieza to reach his full strength so they could be on even footing.
Goku, why aren't you attacking Frieza? He's about to reach his maximum. This could be your last chance.
I want him to reach his maximum. I want to fight him when he's at his best.
Might we add, this was while the planet around them was minutes away from exploding.
Goku, please! Attack now!
No!
Number 6, letting Vegeta live.
Stop! Don't do it!
When it comes to letting his enemies go free, Goku has a bad track record of that too. While it certainly paints him as a sympathetic figure, it also comes across as downright idiotic. While nowadays we all know the Prince of Saiyans as a rather chill guy, back when Goku let him go scot-free, he just tried to blow up the planet.
We have got to stop this guy while we have the chance!
Righteously pissed by all the pain and destruction he caused, Krillin was all too happy to land the finishing blow himself, only for our hero to tell him to cool it off, potentially dooming everyone in the process.
Goku,
I sure hope you're right about all of this. I'd hate to think of what might happen if he comes back to try this again.
The fact he showed the same mercy to Frieza just adds to the aggravation.
I gave you some of my own energy. You should be able to move. Go and do as you like with it.
Number 5, Inappropriate Behavior.
Shame on you! What do you think you're doing?
I was just checking to see if you had a tail.
Given the fact that he was an alien kid who really doesn't seem to have an interest in the female anatomy, one could somewhat forgive Goku's seemingly lewd actions through the early days of Dragon Ball as innocent curiosity.
Yeah, thought so. You're a girl, all right.
That being said, trying to feel up Bulma's crotch because he's so curious about their lack of male genitalia is still awkward as hell to watch. It's not like he's fully matured in his adulthood either, evidenced from when he accidentally dropped in on Bulma naked.
Look! I wouldn't come here just to see her boobies! Yours are too saggy now!
Number 4, blowing up King Kai's planet.
Hey, you put up a good fight, Gohan. I'm proud of you.
What? Daddy?
Goku's choice to sacrifice himself to save the Earth from Cell's explosion is one of his most heroic and heartfelt moments. The look he shares with Gohan, that knowing smile, we'd wager more than a few fans cried at this selfless display. Which begs the question of why he decided to teleport all the way over to King Kai's planet and take him along for the ride.
Sorry, guys. This is the only place I could think to bring him.
Well, you could have called first.
The depths of space, an asteroid, an uninhabited planet, the hyperbolic time chamber, anything more than the home of a god. Just to rub salt in the wound, he's failed to revive King Kai later down the line like he promised.
Sorry about that, King Kai. He left before I could finish. I'll get you next time, buddy.
Goku, you moron!
Number 3, abandoning his family.
I'll be back soon, okay?
He may love them to pieces, but he sure doesn't think twice about skipping down on them. Where do we start with this one? The fact that he could have used instant transmission to get himself back to Earth right after learning it instead of taking the long way back, asking to not be brought back to life after Cell was defeated, missing the birth and early years of his second child, not to mention that time he decided to go off and train Oob just after Kid Buu was defeated. Starting to think that Goku has commitment issues.
But we don't understand. You're leaving for good?
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
Not again!
Number 2, setting up the Tournament of Power.
But I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking of the tournament. Yes, I would like to watch the tournament very much.
All right, that's the spirit, guys. Let's make it the best one ever.
It's settled.
Yes, in doing so, he may have ended up inadvertently saving all the universes from being erased by the Omni King, subsequently granting all life in the multiverse a second chance at happiness. However, there is no way Goku would have had the foresight for this. All he wanted was to fight strong opponents from other universes, no matter the risk.
Your naivety may be an even greater threat to this universe than Grand Zeno himself.
Despite constant warnings from Beerus, he started a domino effect that could have ended literally everything.
All of the defeated universes will be promptly wiped from existence.
Luckily for him, Android 17 knows how to camp out on a battlefield. Number 1, giving Cell a Senzu bean.
Catch! Hey!
Bad enough that he would send his own son to fight the ultimate android, but the real kicker here is that he practically sentenced Gohan to death by deciding to give Cell an all-healing bean.
Thank you, Goku. I will take this bean without hesitation.
While Super Saiyan 2 managed to put an end to Cell's evil once and for all, it was only due to Android 16's timely intervention and death acting as the trigger. If that hadn't happened, Cell and his juniors would have slaughtered everybody easily. Not your finest moment there, Goku. Love you anyway, though.
You guys, I'm sorry. I just didn't think it could end up this way.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.